So you f***ed up Christmas, you got the wrong gift, and you left your man with blue jingle balls and emotional strife. So here are some good fragrances that will surely give your man a tiny spritz of life. Let's discuss. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I'm here to keep your man from being ripe and musty. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Beasley here, giving you guys my first video of the year. This is going to be the men's edition of Fragrance and Inflation. Basically a segment where I put you on game and discuss the devastation going on within the nation. And I wanted to do this mainly because a lot of men don't really get fragrances for themselves to be exact. They either just take what their girlfriend, wife, or boyfriend, or their mistress gives to them, or they just settle for like washing their ass with some Ivory soap and a dish rag. Like they don't really take care of their personal hygiene after they get up out the shower. Hell, some of them don't even know how to bathe properly. But anyways, you know, I give these suggestions because I am the Prince of Perfume and I'm always the best smelling dude in the room. And I also wanted to give these suggestions too because going back to, like, you know, people hearing certain things in songs, like, a lot of men go off of what they hear in these rap songs. Like, everybody wants to have Baccarat Rouge 540. I am so sick of Baccarat Rouge 540 from the house of Mason Francis Trucajou. I am so sick of hearing that fragrance. Like, if you don't know, now you know. I am a counter manager for Lancome within Saks Fifth Avenue. And I get at least 8 people a day asking me, hey, do y'all sell Baccarat? Do y'all sell Baccarat Rouge? Do y'all say Baccarat Rouge 540? I mean, even hell, like, I even one day, like, funny story, I had these 2 men come up to my counter, and these men were fine. Just fine as shit. Both of them. Just tall, dark, and handsome. But that all went out the window when they literally opened their mouths and they were like, hey, do y'all sell Maca? And I was just like, did you mean Baccarat Rouge 540? And he was like, oh, yeah, that one, Baccarat. And I'm just like, sure, the counter's over there. But anyways, I want to give you guys some suggestions and basically, like, put you guys on game because there is more out there than Baccarat Rouge 540 or any other fragrance that the house of MFK sells. So let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? So like I said earlier, I work for Lancome and my main fragrance comes from the house of Lancome. This right here is Iris Jergis. Now, I honestly don't even know why I'm showing you guys this because they literally just discontinued it, but it's very like soft, sweet, and spicy at the same time. But the main fragrance I want to tell you about that is still out there to be sold to is called Oud Bouquet. Oud Bouquet is just absolutely immaculate. It is the perfect mix of strong, sweet, and seductive, you guys. Like, I'll never forget when I first started at my job, I put a tester unit of it in the men's department and I sold out within literally 1 week. Like, I sold 12 bottles of it in 1 week. Like, Lancome was trying to discontinue it, but I think I kind of like woke them up with the fact that, oh, people are still interested in this and they want to buy this. So go out and get it, you guys. The main notes in it are Centrifolia Rose, Vanilla, and Praline Accord with a dash of cinnamon. And now, if you guys want to smell extra sweet and get a lady on you, on top of you, mix it with Vie Est Belle. Vie Est Belle and this fragrance put together is an absolute spell. Now, working in cosmetics, I tend to deal with a lot of hags, but the one thing I can't stand is seeing you grown-ass men sag your pants. There are men sagging their pants in 2023, you guys. It is just absolutely a sin to see. Y'all, I will never forget literally last week, I saw this man walking around with his man friends. They look like a bunch of, like, you know, like homeboys. You know what homeboys is. But this man literally was sagging his pants and his underwear said, insert tongue here. Insert tongue here. Now, y'all, a lot of people, you know, eat the booty like groceries. A lot of people like doing that. But, like, seeing a straight man advertise that is just like, baby, we have not been twice removed from the prison system. Because if you don't know, that's where sagging originated. Men sagged in prison so they can, like, advertise to the other men in prison that they were ready to get plowed, basically.
You know, they got this thing where they sag their pants past their butt. It's a style. They call it some sort of gangster style. You know, it's sexy to us, right? And see, but they weren't prepared for this, right? So you sag your pants in her, man, somebody be up in your butt. In this prison, booty. Booty was more important than food. Booty, a man's butt. When I go see him, I say, you come here. I say, I'm telling you what, I like you, and I want you. And we can do it the easy way or the hard way. So the choice is yours, right?
Y'all, it just boggles my mind. I've never understood why grown-ass men sag their pants. It never looked good. Even in the 2000s, which I deem the worst fashion period of all time, it just looked uncomfortable. It looked uncouth. Like, nobody wanted to see your dirty-ass drawers in brown stains, baby. Like, nobody wanted to see any of that. So my thing is, pull your damn pants up. I don't care how much of a COON that I sound like, pull your damn pants up. Like, no Bill Cosby, pull them damn pants up. When this entry-level fragrance dropped, it was the absolute bomb, and it goes by the name of Spice Bomb. You guys, this was one of the first fragrances I was hip to when I started working in retail way back in like 2014, you know. Like, I worked in retail, then corporate America, and then retail again, and baby, this was just the absolute, like, elixir. This was like the easiest thing to sell because it just smelled absolutely amazing, you guys. This fragrance is very intense and it is spicy. It tends to remind me of a bottle of Fireball, to be honest with you, but once it settles on the skin, it does get soft and it just smells like amazing. Like, women love it on men, and it is the one scent that universally smells good on just about anybody. Baby, this bottle is pretty old. This is actually the first bottle of it that I ever got. Like, you can't even really see like the letters on it anymore, but I've used it throughout the years. Basically, when I've like ran low on my other fragrances, I would just run back to this one. The main notes in it are chili, saffron, leather, tobacco, and vetiver. Also, they have a extreme version, which actually doesn't even, I don't know why they call it the extreme version, because it doesn't even smell as strong as this one. But if you guys don't know what to pick up, go to the store and try this out. Now, in the dating world, it's about a bunch of people playing a bunch of games, but once you get your man, you need to learn how to play a game. And I mean, you need to learn how to play video games with your man. I keep seeing on social media almost every single day or every other week about a woman or said bottom complaining about their man playing games all the time. Like, they hate to see their man play the damn video game. And my thing is, as a fellow gamer myself, learn how to play the damn game with your man and stop complaining. Y'all, video games are fun. Now, I will say today's video games are absolute trash, but when you play with somebody else, it is literally a bonding moment and a bonding experience. Learn how to play the damn game with your man. That way you can spend time with your man. You guys are in the same house, and while you're playing the game, sometimes you're off in the other room, either like watching TV or masturbating. Go in that other room and learn how to play that damn game with your man, or watch them play the game, because a lot of these games, well, some of these games today have a good story to them, and you can literally just sit there and watch your man play it, and it's like literally a free movie for you. So play video games with your man. It is a great bonding experience, and they will love you even more. Another amazing entry-level fragrance that literally smells good on everybody is Cartier Pasha Noir. You guys, this is one of the best smelling scents of all time. Like, this is the one scent that universally every man will love. Like, we sold out of this in our store during the Christmas holidays because it's just an easy fragrance to wear for any occasion. This is a good date fragrance, a good office fragrance, a good funeral fragrance, you name it. Like, this is one of the best fragrances ever made. If you ever see it, just get it. Like, usually I'll tell you to try on a fragrance, but just get it because it's guaranteed to smell good on you. The main notes in it are sandalwood and amber. I guarantee you, you will not regret it. Go ahead and pick this up if you can still find it. One main thing that I don't want to see in 2023 is a bunch of men going out and spreading their seed. So if you guys don't know, Nick Cannon had his 12th baby, you guys. 12th baby, like literally either a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Him and that white lady, what was her name, you guys? Alyssa Scott, that's her name. That's the one white girl that he procreated with. If you guys don't know, last year they actually had a baby together and the baby passed away. The baby was having like complications with her heart. And my heart does go out to her because she did want a baby from Nick Cannon. And he was like, you know what? let me go ahead and try again. I got time. Actually, he doesn't have time because Mariah Carey put him on blast that she would love for him to spend more time with the two twins, you know, his original kids that he needs to spend time with. Now, y'all, I usually would wear Nick Cannon's ass out, but I'm just over it because my main thing is I hate that this is now becoming a trend. Like, it first started with Fetty Wap, and then it went to like NBA Youngboy, then Akon, and now Nick Cannon. He's the latest man that is impregnating all the girls of the world, and a lot of the girls are getting impregnated because it is the easiest ticket in life. But even though it seems like the easiest ticket in life, Lanisha Cole suddenly like put him on blast a few weeks ago, who actually is the one black woman that he's procreated with that had his 11th baby. She basically put him on blast that he's not really present like that. And I'm just like, girl, what did you expect? Now, if you guys don't know her, she is the video vixen that was back in the day mainly in Pharrell's I'm Just Frontin' video. Like, that's who Lanisha Cole's claim to fame was. And now she's one of Nick Cannon's baby mamas or sister wives. But don't y'all think that it is weird and an absolute sin that it has become a trend with these industry men impregnating these girls and these girls taking the seed because it's their only way to succeed? Like, I can give credit to Diddy, for example. At least Diddy gets with women that kind of like are self-made or have pulled themselves up by the bootstraps and really just latch onto him because, you know, what's wrong with more money? But these girls are getting with these men for basically survival, and these men are doing it to boost their ego. And another thing is, you can't realistically be here for all of these kids, so what happens when your baby mama decides to go ahead and get another man? Now, for example, you guys, I tend to have like 6 degrees of separation from these celebrities. If you guys don't know who Masika Kalisha is, Masika Kalisha was on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I have a cousin by the name of Jamar Champ. Them two recently got married and they had a baby together. But my thing is, from the outside looking in, and I'm not even spreading their tea because I don't know the inner outs of their relationship. But from the outside looking in, it literally looks like he adopted Fetty Wap's daughter. So my thing is, as a father, like, how would you feel about another man stepping in and taking care of your own business? Like, you should feel like absolute shit. Next up is the holy grail of perfume by the name of Clive Christian. This right here is this is actually from their original collection. If you guys don't know about like Clive Christian was made in 1999 and it was based off, well, basically inspired by the Victorian era. Like Queen Elizabeth, all the queens and the kings, all the colonizers of the world, this fragrance was modeled after them, and it is the purest form of oil. Like, you're not going to find a fragrance with a higher concentration of oil like Clive Christian, you guys. Now, this right here, I will say this is an acquired taste, and it was gifted to me. Some of these perfumes were gifted to me or I won in a contest. I didn't pay for any of these because, baby, Clive Christian will cost you about $5.50 and up. Now, this one, I sprayed it on my skin, and when I first smelled it, I didn't like it, but the dry down is absolutely profound. Like, it is just amazing when it dries down. To keep all it real with you guys, I mainly have 3 main fragrances that I love in Clive Christian, and they are hedonistic, even though ecstatic is the feminine version of hedonistic and it smells better on me. I love hedonistic, I love rock rose, and I love blonde amber. Blonde amber is absolutely amazing, you guys. Go out and try it. And to give you men like a little bit of a trick, when you get a Clive Christian fragrance, spray it on your inner thigh. Just spray it on your inner thigh before you start your intimate moments, because it will surely get your girl high. Also, I was going to read off the notes, but each of those fragrances has over 21 different notes in it. It's just too much to remember. Like, literally just go out and try it. You will definitely find one in that collection that will mix with your pH and chemistry. So this video may take a bit of a negative turn, but I want to talk about how Damar Hamlin almost got burned. If you guys don't know, Damar Hamlin is a 24-year-old football player who literally almost passed away on the field during a football game. Like, I think he either had a stroke or was in cardiac arrest. and this man was almost laid to rest. And thankfully today, he is now breathing better and doing a lot better. I think he was on life support, but he was literally on that field fighting for his life, you guys. And the main thing that blew up about this story was the sheer fact that Skip Bayless basically put out a tweet kind of dismissing everything, like saying like, basically like, oh no, like he's injured, but what's going to happen with the game? And everybody's like, fuck the game and fuck this fame. Like, this man is literally on his last leg. And also, you guys, I absolutely love how Shannon Sharp got him together on television, live television. And it's just a damn shame that Skip, like, he still did not get it. He still did not get how tone deaf he was. And he's mainly tone deaf because his little out of shape ass has never had to step foot on that field, yet alone ever even pick up a dumbbell or have been tackled in life. Now, I don't follow football, so I don't know if this man was in football, but my thing is, Skip Bayless is just absolutely wrong, and the fact that he has not been reprimanded speaks volumes. And also, you guys, I want to talk about how football is just a terrible sport. Like, we have to keep it all the way real. Like, in like the grand scheme of things, it's barbaric as hell. Like, you're literally getting tackled every day and sent to hell. Like, you're getting your ass beat for a check that's not guaranteed. Basketball money is guaranteed. Baseball money is guaranteed. Soccer money is guaranteed. Like, why do all of these sports that don't involve that much contact have guaranteed paychecks, but the minute a football player gets injured, they are like literally in limbo if they're going to get all their money from their contract? I think that is just absolutely ridiculous. And my thing is, hopefully he's able, or like the NFL is able to cover their medical bills. But from what I've been told, like, they only get about like up to like $1,000 to $4,000 to cover their medical bills, which is just absolutely ridiculous, you guys. Like, being a football player is not all that it's cracked up to be. It's like you get plucked from college and you feel like you won the lottery, but even that's not guaranteed because sometimes they even put you on the practice squad. It's like everybody's dream growing up was to be an NFL player. You know, they get in there, they get all the money, all the girls, the DL players go and get them a Katie homes, you know, the life is all good, they have the money, roads, cars, and clothes, but a lot of them end up being broke once they get injured because they're not able to play anymore. That's just absolutely just ridiculous, you guys. Like, now this may not be the best comparison, but imagine you becoming a doctor and, you know, getting a contract with a hospital, but the minute you get COVID and you're not able to, you know, practice being a doctor, you don't get the rest of your money and you get laid off. Like, that's literally what being a football player is like, you guys. It may seem all glamorous, but really behind the scenes, it's a life full of strife. And lastly, you guys, I want to put you on game to two of my favorite fragrances from my favorite line called Parfums de Marly. The first one is Harad. Now, if you guys can already tell, I like to smell kind of sweet, strong, and seductive. Like, every single scent that I have is like strong and sweet, just like me, Beasley. But to give you guys a little tea on this line, it was actually made all the way in 2009, and it's modeled after King Louis XV, and they're all actually named after his horses. This is Harad. The main notes in this one are vanilla, tonka bean, and cinnamon. It is just absolutely beautiful. I've loved this ever since it came to Nordstrom, and I always wanted it back then, but I couldn't afford it. It was about I think this one is about like $380 to $400. I manifested it by winning it in a contest. I absolutely love it. The second one is Ojan. Now, you guys, this is another sweet and strong scent. I tell you guys, I light up the room when I wear this. I wear this to the club, and I always get compliments on it, and people asking me what it is. Ojan is just absolutely a beautiful scent. The main notes in Ojan are honey, cinnamon, tonka bean, amber, vanilla, and patchouli. Like, this is just absolutely beautiful. Like, even women buy this for themselves because it's just sweet, sensual, and seductive, you guys. This is like the ultimate come hither scent. And speaking of horses, I want to go ahead and talk about Megan Thee Stallion with her case versus Tory Lanez with Kelsey, her former best friend, sprinkled in the mix. Now, you guys, I think the way this case turned out was absolutely bullshit. Now, I'm not saying that Tory is 100% innocent, but at the same time, at the bottom line, we don't know what exactly went on throughout that whole entire kerfuffle. Tory is an asshole, Megan Thee Stallion is a liar, and Kelsey was just looking out for herself and her new man, her baby daddy, who actually works for Megan Thee Stallion's previous record label by the name of 1500 Entertainment or 1501, whatever it is. They all had their own motive to get out of this case, but really the only person that was on the bottom line was Tory. So my thing is, why were Kelsey and Megan Thee Stallion so shook the entire time? And my thing is, the whole entire case aside, I really had to take a step back and just look at how this case once again literally divided us as black people, literally dividing black men against black women. Now there were some women that were on Tory Lane's side, but all that aside, why is it that everything that happens within the black community always is set out to divide us? Like, I'll never forget, I went to my friend's Christmas party and I saw everybody discussing the whole entire case, and I just saw the big divide between black men and black women within the room. Like, people literally got into shouting matches over this case, taking either Megan's side or Tory's side or remaining neutral, which is what I did. I remained neutral because in the grand scheme of things, all three of them are full of shit. And I also think there was like a lot of, you know, bribery going on and mishandling going on behind the scenes within this case. Because if you guys don't remember, they pushed this case back. The first time they pushed it back, it was like 6 months. Then they pushed it back 2 months, and they pushed it back a few weeks again. And we finally got down to the whole entire case, and then they got to the verdict, and they automatically just ruled Tory Lanez as guilty because, you know, that incriminating phone call that he had with Kelsey literally incriminated him as the person that actually shot Megan. Like, he was the one that had an admission of guilt within that whole entire phone call. But my thing is, I just feel like a lot of, you know, trickery was going on behind the scenes. Like, I feel like people were paying off witnesses to get on that stand and lie, or get on that stand and act like they did not remember what was going on. Because if you guys don't remember, there was a witness that saw them fighting, said that he saw all four of them like beating up on Megan, literally jumping Megan. And then when he took the stand, he literally acted like he was just like Ray Charles to it. Like, he acted like he did not like remember his accounts of the whole entire scene that he saw. That witness also said that he saw Kelsey with the gun. He saw Kelsey with the gun, bottom line. And then they went ahead and ran back the DNA evidence on Kelsey and Tory, and Tory's DNA came up inconclusive. So I'm just like, well, who had the gun? And then on top of that, you have Kelsey get on the stand pleading the fifth, literally throwing the whole entire case, basically making the case shift. It all doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. And the main thing is, I also feel like somebody paid off Tory Lanez's bodyguard to basically disappear and not show up to the case. And then Megan Thee Stallion's bodyguard went missing as well and didn't show up to the case as well. So there was like a lot of trickery going on behind the scenes. They were going to get this case either thrown out in court or find a way to get Tory Lanez like be seen as guilty. Now, I'm not denying the fact that Megan Thee Stallion got shot, but you guys have to remember that like literally a day after getting shot, she was seen in the club with Asian the Brat or Asian Doll, whatever her name is. They were out in the club wearing high heels, twerking. And my thing is, if you got shot in both of your feet, how are you wearing heels out to the club and shaking ass? Like, I just don't understand. And, you know, I may be called a victim blamer and all that, but you guys, the case does not make sense at all, and it still makes sense, and in my opinion, it's still an unsolved mystery. And it mainly doesn't make sense due to alcohol. Alcohol, you know, they call it spirits for a reason, because spirits enter you. And it's been alleged, I don't know if this has been debunked, but Megan and Kelsey drunk 6 bottles of liquor that night. 6 bottles, not cups. Bottles. Tory Lanez was drunk as well. Everybody was just fucked up. Everybody was fucked up to a point where I don't think anybody remembers what happened. So you guys, that case was some BS. I feel like they just went ahead and just ended it because they did not want to carry it into the new year or carry it past Christmas. Like the courthouse is always unprofessional, you guys. Like, these lawyers and mainly these judges don't really handle things the way they need to handle it. And they did not want to deal with this BS after Christmas, so they just went ahead and just said, you're guilty. But it is what it is. I have no dog in this fight. At the end of the day, it just really bothers me that there's always something put into like mass media to divide black men and black women. And this case was the latest thing to do just that. Now, what I think happened, you guys, honestly, they say it was debunked that Tory Lanez was dating the both of them. They said that Tory Lanez team put that out there. But my thing is, like, something had to happen to make Kelsey get out the car and want to wrestle with the big-ass bitch and basically, like, fight her and basically have gun residue on her hands. Not saying she had the gun, but that's literally what the story was leading up to feel like, to make us feel like that she had the gun and actually was the person that shot Meg. But it is what it is. Like, me personally, I still stick with the thought that Megan and Kelsey were outside fighting. The bodyguard was trying to break it up. Tory Lanez had the gun, shot it in the air. Somehow, some way, the bullet came or ricocheted and hit Megan in the foot. And I just personally feel like Tory did not, like, do it on purpose. But at the end of the day, it is a possibility that he did it. And I still feel like it's a possibility that Kelsey did it. But at the end of the day, like, Megan is not going to fully put the blame on Kelsey because at the end of the day, that is her day one. And Kelsey has a family to live for versus Tory. All he has to live for is his hairline, basically. But it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about this fragrance selection. I'm thinking of doing like a little soft reboot on this channel for the new year. Like for example, welcome to Beasley Says, where we talk about beauty, fashion, LGBT with a dash of T. Follow me, Beasley. I give you game for free. I don't know, you guys. That's just something in my head because I kind of want to like shift things a little bit. So let me know how you guys feel. Also, I will be doing a Q&A video, and I need you guys to send me some questions. So either DM me on Instagram or email them to beasley@beasley-says.com. I will also have my email address and my Instagram linked down in the description below. But yeah, those are my views. Be sure to thumbs this video all the way down, or like if you want to, comment and subscribe, and then I'm going to come at you guys with some more content.